Electric bikes are insanely low carbon to use. Take a look at this. The UK government estimates this is how much carbon you emit as a passenger for every kilometre travelled on a different form of transport. Domestic flights generate over 200 grams of CO2 equivalent per kilometre, while long-distance flights generate about 150, the difference being that taking off is much more carbon intense, and on short flights that's a much larger part of the flight. Meanwhile, a petrol car generates about 150 grams of CO2 for every kilometre, while an electric car generates less than 50 grams per kilometre travelled in the UK. In general, public transport is much less carbon intense, with the Eurostar in particular, being electrified, generating just 4 grams of CO2 equivalent per kilometre travelled. But even this intensity is enormous compared to an electric bike.
By my estimate, an electric bike operating at full power charged from the UK grid generates about 2.2 grams of CO2 per kilometre.
Though you do need to factor in the diet of the rider,
which for a meat eater could be up to 100 times more carbon intense per kilometre than the bike.
But the electric bike itself, powered by a low carbon grid, is the most carbon efficient form of transport ever invented.